Well, hello, everybody. My pickles, my snowflakes, my turtles, my no matter what club members, and my favorite of all, my Goldilocks. Welcome here. This is Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Carnivore, Carnivish, and Keto. Yes, we include them all. Why? Because most of us fall under one of those one of those titles every other day. Maybe there's differences in your life. Um, that have made you go from one to the other and back again and sweeping in and sweeping out like it has for me. So here I am all dressed up. Oh boy, I've got a job interview, so to speak, of sorts. Um, so we'll see. And I'll tell you more about it if I'm accepted. And we'll see, it's not full time or anything big like that. I still want to do my Uber when it's safe and etc. and etc. So, yes, no more overnights. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I've been doing overnights for probably the last 25 years. Always like my second or third job, sort of. And yeah, it's very nice to sleep in my own bed and wake up. I still get up super early, but at least it's my own bed from the time I go to bed till the time I get up, and it's a full night's sleep. So I like that. I go to bed early in the evening. Most of you know that. I'm in bed 6:30, and so I like to be prone. And since my back surgery, I just think that it's a great healing time to be there. So I practice mostly Carnivish, Keto, Carnivore, Carnivish. I have reintroduced some veg and berries in the smallest amounts. I mean, when you're measuring your berries in grams, you know it's a small introduction. And a lot of people do continue to say it's not the poison, it's the dose. And I agree with that. And I love my oxalate people, Sally K. Norton and Elliot Overton. And even Dr. Elliot Overton partakes in veg at times. So, we all have places where we adjust our food menu to what works for us. And I am delighted to have the color, as I said, on my plate, on my palate, and in my belly, and I'm going slow. And so if any of you are doing the same sort of thing, I strongly suggest very small amounts to reintroduce. Even like the dairy for some people, don't go full hog and have a, tall glass of milk and a grilled keto bread cheese sandwich. It would not be recommended. I'm not a doctor or nutritionist. I'm just a gut specialist, at least my own gut. And I will tell you that small introductions work the best. And so I've been doing that. And when I add a new one in, like tonight will be, I think, 1.5 Brussels sprouts. Woohoo! It's just a small amount to say, hey, what do you think? My other big suggestion is don't have, until you've adjusted, like I have with asparagus, don't have anything 2 or 3 days in a row because your gut might react. That might be too big of a or continuous kind of a dose. So I feel better. I am sleeping better. But then again, I had 2 weeks where I couldn't walk. So this is kind of a nice change, and I'm getting some nice feedback from people that appreciate my transparency and my honesty about reintroducing and why. And I felt like how I did keto in the beginning and how I did Weight Watchers in the beginning. I tried to be the good little girl and do everything just right. And so when it came to carnivore, I was doing the same thing. And, all animal products, keeping it rather strict, still only having OMAD, and yet gaining the weight. But listening to the authorities, which are people that have had many more years of carnivore, many more female females that have had many more years of carnivore. And I said, well, I just have to keep in there. I just have to keep trying and keep trusting the process, and that I will lose the weight that I've gained. And then I finally had this moment where it's like, why am I doing what 30-year-olds are doing and thinking it's going to be the same? My body just said it was too much meat, gut-wise and amount-wise. And yet I kept doing it. And now I'm having much, much less because I'm intentionally trying to lose the carnivore weight gain. And so I am finding that, I had those hunger gurgles, growls during the day, and now I'm not having them as much. So I think my body has adjusted. And, I don't need to eat more. My body says that's perfectly fine. That little cassoulet lasagna with no pasta in it is just about my favorite at this point. Although, there's little to no carbs. It's all animal products, from the ricotta to the egg to the cheese to the sausage to the meat. And so I'm quite happy. So the carbs that are in there are only those carbs that kind of happen with cheeses and dairy and Italian sausage. So I'm very, very happy. It just kind of feels better. And I don't know how my labs will end up. I have them in a few weeks for my, I have a physical every 6 months with my doctor because of my thyroid. I guess that's what Medicare pays for, so that's what I do. And there I am, going to be a sheeple again. And it's always interesting. So we'll see if that hyper responder with the cholesterol reading comes down a little bit. All my other markers were just fine. So I go about the day, and I really don't, because I don't know if it's because I'm lucky, I'm strict, I'm used to it. The OMAD it just works for me. I know I'm having it, like as I tape this, as I record this, you can tell how old I am. As I record this, you can see that, I've got probably 5 or 6 hours till it's mealtime. And so I can wait. I know. I've been listening to a lot of Dr. Cyrus about addiction and nutrition and, his ideas on things. And although I don't agree with him 100% about things, he doesn't believe in any fruits at all. And I do like 1 blackberry and 2 raspberries, I think I'm having today. I do believe in a little bit of veg won't kill you. A little bit of berries won't kill you. And he talks a lot about veggies as well. But there are times, but he does call coffee a bridge during your intermittent fasting. And I finally got to the place where I could have the black coffee and not need this stuff in it. I was drinking my calories for years, drinking them. I mean, I would have 300, 400, 500 calories every day with my loaded coffees. And, just the ghee, the butter, the Keto or the heavy whipping cream, even the coconut oil, the MCT oil, the brain oil from Dave Asprey, just a lot of calories. And then I would have my OMAD at 2 or 3 in the afternoon. And when I was doing Ubering and lifting last summer, in the height of it, it came in handy just to have a little, I felt like it was a little boost of fuel to have those fats while I was doing all of that. But now I'm the adaptation to black coffee took longer than fat adapted, carnivore adapted, all those things. It was getting used to having just black coffee. And talk about developing a taste. I think I adapted to drinking coffee with the stuff in it, as a teenager, faster than it took me to get to the black coffee. And now it's such a relief to be doing it. It's like the last time you need to take that diaper bag with you. It's the last time you need to take, lunch with you if you eat OMAD once a day and it's, at the end of your day. It's just that less emotional, psychological, and physical baggage that you have to take care of every single day. It just feels freeing, quite freeing to have my coffee at home, get ready for the day, just get dressed and get in the vehicle and go. Guess what? I'm not spilling coffee all over my white cashmere sweater anymore. Isn't that funny? Because I used to do those sort of things, and then I'd be in the car and I'd be drinking something with the fats in it, which of course, turn into a permanent stain faster than anything else, and I'd work on it and do all of that kind of stuff. So in this job, this is how I would probably dress. It's not a full-time job, as I said, so we'll see. But it's just nice not to have that one more tentacle of something that I'm kind of not addicted to, but habitualized to. Most of my poor eating habits, choices, times of the day, etc., were habit. I found when I was doing Weight Watchers, whoa, did I have a bad habit. I was eating by the clock. I was having 5 to 7 mini meals a day and always with the fruit. And it just, talk about being, tethered to my lunch bag. I don't know if any of you were watching me back then, but the stuff that I took to my job was just incredible. So much food to go from, meal to meal, thinking blood sugar wise that if I didn't have a fruit every hour on the hour that I would perish. Yes, just a dramatic word like perish. So it's very freeing to be OMAD, to be having it at home, to not having to be planning it for outside of the day and all of that sort of stuff. It also makes life easier. Greg's spread is a lot bigger than mine, although adding into the things that I have added into, it does take a while to produce the meal. And so that's okay. It is what it is. And I do like the addition. And just like all the other meal prep that I've done, it just gets done. I bang it out and I welcome it. And so when I get to my one meal a day, doing the little video for you guys, as well as, just preparing the little plate for my OMAD, it's just a delight. I mean, I still look forward to food. I love my food. It's meat centric, meat heavy, but it's a smaller meal. So the 4 to 8 ounces that I might be having is very satiating compared to the, 20 ounces to 24 ounces that I was having every day of meat-only products, like with the eggs and the cheese and such. So I'm just happy with my progress of my back healing. I'm happy with my OMAD plate of mostly, carnivish foods. It just works. I thank you for all of your support and validation with what I'm doing, and I appreciate hearing from those of you that try it as well, and your successes that you have with certain foods, and the nope, not having that one yet foods. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food, with Keto, Carnivore, and Carnivish. And I still do offer food accountability by the month, where I check out your food plan, tell you how, I'm just there. I'm the other set of eyes. There's nothing like being accountable to more than yourself. If you're struggling, it does make a difference. At least it has in my clients' lives, about stabilizing and, clock watching and nighttime eating and binging and all of the other things that can take place. So I do offer it. You can check me out by emailing me at the email address I put below. Thanks so much. Have a great day. I'm so glad you're here. Bye-bye for now.